Hello, everybody. Today we are going to go through another series of the logs interpreter. In the last episode, we found a bug with our garbage compact function, especially for dealing with object functions. We are not marking the pointer for the values correctly. It seems like we are marking them the wrong order. And because of that, the new function was never updated. And the values array stays at 0, 0 and we find a segfault. Let's take a look at the code to see what we're actually doing. So what actually got triggered? In mark roots, there's a mark compiler roots. We do a mark object here. Mark object is supposed to point to the right stuff. Over here, mark object. Then after in trace references, we see a blackened object. And in blackened object, we run mark array. And this changes the pointer. Let's take a look at the object function. We have a chunk, which is a struct. So object function, it actually contains the chunk itself. So this is technically on the heap. Then there's a value array. And this is where we point to the new array when we reset the values. Let's try to trace through again to see what actually happens and what is the things being caught. Watching this particular pointer array and stuff, I run the test. I changed from something in the init compiler. That's alright. in compact move, actually did move something. It changed to another pointer, which is alright. Compact move 0. Let's take a look. In the memory.c, compact move 0. Basically moving everything over. Just moving the memory. That's alright. Nothing changed much except for capacity. So they're just swapping the pointers. You try to mark object. Now it points to the correct thing. So when we try to resize, what happens? Try to get more data. And in doing that, did we trace down the... Nope, we didn't trace it down. Let's trace down the actual execution path. So we see the first called resizeValueArray. There was a shift. It shifts one more. Apparently trying to write some value in. Let's see whether this is the correct move. Let's trace this function a bit. It's just compact move 0. I moved one more time. Okay. After swapping finish, I end up with this. Could still be correct. But this is where everything goes wrong. Did we actually exit the resizeArray function? Let's take a look. resizeValueArray in value line 19. In particular, we are performing line 20. Let's see. Let's add another line. Line 21 value.c line 21. Let's do a breakpoint there. Running the whole test again when we resize. So we successfully resized. So printing this, what do we have? Okay. My function is pointing to a wrong thing. The function is pointing to a empty thingy. Let's give it some chance. Haven't yet. Okay, give it some chance. Resize one again. Haven't yet. Actually set to something now. It's actually set now. Okay, this is where the actual thing actually starts. Let's carry on. And this is where I print. So next, I upsize to DE0. Alright, DE0, and when I print this now, DE0, zero capacity. Oh, it could be for other stuff. Right. Moving, correct. Right, setting it. Okay. Never. Yes. This is now wrong. This is now wrong. Why? this value array here that I have just accessed. Right. This value array here that I've just accessed has updated. Right. It's no longer the one I'm pointing to. Let's write it down somewhere. So how do we change that? Okay. So what's the point here? Value array star is pointing to the row array after row array is called. So how do we fix this? Besides value array, where is this called? Where is value array used? Compiler.c. Right. Let's check out value.c. Besides value array. It's possible that the value array has turned after grow array is called. So how do we fix it? And where is right value called? Right value called is called everywhere. And this particular one is where the constant chunk is updated. How do we make sure that it's going to be updated correctly? We have to make sure that we trust the value here. We don't really return anything. We just assume that it's going to be correct. And that's not the case over here. The free array, grow array. These two are the functions that might change the actual pointer of the array. Let's take a look at memory.c at get compact swap. This is not gonna be swapped. So what do we do? There's this temp array. We have to rely on temp array here, because temp array is going to get swapped. So who uses temp array? Temp array 0 is used. And we fixed it. write command. What is it for? vm.c temp array. What is this for? String concat temp array 1. What is it for? ValueArray resizing. So resize and value array. Very good. We set it. Set temp array. Temp array 1. We do engineer set it all the way outside. All this is okay. There are many times that I've been doing it. Void star, new array, new pointers, new values. We set array to temp array 1. Okay. Then we resize. Temp array 1 is updated now. Cast it back. Cast it back. Before I do it, I set it. I do it. I set it back. Now print. Just gonna make sure that I get it every time right. So this is the one. I wrap it. Right. This should work. Text file busy. Okay, try running again. Segfault. I'll try to look at what is happening here. So what did I change? Basically, I allocate such that temp array is pointing to the correct thing. Then I set everything back. And that was a segfault. Let's take a look at what's happening in the segfault. It shouldn't be the same. It's marked. Right. Somehow I'm pointing to where is marked object. That is pointing to 8. This is another error. But before we close that, before we start digging into that, let's push our changes for this particular fix. Compile.c. Is there anything that you want? No. Comment for memory. We want that. Everything with the value needed. Right, that's the fix. Do value array resizing using temp array. Okay. New error. Is marked under sweep memory 259. Let's take a look. Is marked object. How do I get objects? Somehow I end up at object equals to 08. How is that possible? Sweep 259. Okay, let's go through the vm.objects. Right, this is okay. Now I need to do a get next. Object next, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, still okay. No, this is the error. Right? How come I have this? Let's print out the header. This is the header. Right. How do I print in hex? -x. This is exactly the header. I basically messed it up. This is basically location. Do some type data and it's marked data. So let's watch vm.objects. So let's print this. This is my segfault. This is a new error, totally new error, right? Segfault of vm.objects. Right, this is the error that I faced. Now let's watch vm.objects. Let's run the whole program again. Now my object has nothing, right? No header. Let's print next header. Okay. Nothing. Which is correct. Right. Let's watch two things. Let's watch this as well. Okay, continue. I print. Last time was 1, now it's 0, okay? It's okay. Now I set again. Now I set again. vm.objects are updated. Is that okay? Right? It's okay? ResizeValueArray. ResizeValueArray. Okay, what's going on? How come these were resizeValueArray? Let's backtrack. What's going on? It's not an object. My array is not an object. How come it's an object here? How do I get this? Value.c32. How do I get this? Type 0. What's type 0? Type 0 is string. Let's check. Object type. It's a string. Right, let's cast it as a string and take a look. Clock refers to a word clock. How then did it get resized in a value array then? Let's take a look. Define native. Write value array. Let's trace through the whole thing, right? vm.c70. Oh. Define native. Right, value array vm global values stack. Define native. This is a word that refers to a object string called clock. And I basically write the values into vm.global values. Let's try. Okay. Write value array. So I write value array here. I have resize. Points to this value. Is it possible that my get compact sort of this no? How do I get resize array get 32? Hey, that's not right. Resize value array 19. Oh, right, value array 32. Right, value array 32. Inside got a 19. Is this O? Let's print it properly. Let's build everything again. GDB run. I'm gonna watch for exactly this and try to run the test. So when I try to print .x 656 at the end, it's gonna be 1. Continue. 6560, 6560, 6560. Here is where if it messes up. So at line number 29, write array. In this thing, be caught. What's being caught? Right. 3a. Is it true though? Print. Now it's changed. My object. Did my object change? Maybe I didn't update my object. Let's take a look. But it shouldn't be the case because I basically go into every object and mark the object. Is this correct? Is this loop correct? So this is a new one already. If object next object if it's now I break. If it's now I break. If there's one, I'll check the next is. Right. Is this a error? Let's check it out. Okay, let's build it one more time just to be sure. Okay, build, run. Segfault. This time seems to be the fix. Okay, what's the error here? Okay. Seem like when we are resizing the array, we kind of point to the new stuff. Okay, observation. Looks like when we are resizing the value array, we are setting A3700. But A3700 is part of it, is shown, is somehow part of vm.objects chain. Maybe we are not correctly updating the pointers for the object chain. Okay, this is something that we're going to explore next week. In next session, we will be looking at this and figuring out how to fix this. Thank you. That's all for today.